It's 8 a.m. Live, local, your Fox 29 Morning News starts now.
8 o'clock on your Monday morning, happening now. That tense hostage situation continuing in Australia. Some people have gotten out, but others still inside.
And right now, time is running out to get your gifts in the mail. Christmas, that's right, next week. But today is also sort of a holiday, at least for FedEx. It's not the last day to ship, but it is the busiest.
I want to say welcome to Christina Noche filling in for
Thank you guys. So good to have you.
All right, and you brought the great weather with you. A little chilly outside this morning, Lisa Vaughn.
Yeah, definitely a little cold outside. In some places like Okeechobee sitting in the upper 30s.
Ooh, okay.
But then compare that to the 50s for Palm Beach County. So a little cold. So jackets this morning, but look at all this sunshine on our live Fox camera. Look at how blue the sky looks today. So pretty outside. So all that sunshine is going to help warm us up. But right now we're still sitting pretty cold this morning. We're dropping down to 40 degrees in Vero and 40 degrees in Fort Pierce right now. 55 for West Palm, 39 degrees in Okeechobee, and 48 in Belle Glade. So still cold this morning. You're going to want that jacket when you head out. You're going to want those car heaters if you have them. And then by the afternoon, high temperatures will climb to the mid to upper 70s. Plenty of sunshine. How long does it last? I'll let you know coming up.
All right, sounds like some good news there as far as weather goes. Traffic right now, we're looking at Glades and I-95, and you can see there smooth sailing. So if you're heading out right now, so far no accidents to report. It looks like you are good to go.
We can continue to follow that breaking news out of Sydney, Australia. Police now say at least 5 people have escaped from a cafe where a gunman is holding an unknown number of hostages. You're taking a look at the video from earlier this morning, but they were also, these hostages, forced to hold up a black flag with Arabic writing. Police say just one gunman is involved. Hostages contacting Australian broadcasters with demands via social networks.
There is speculation about what he might want, but we have to deal with him on the level of police negotiation. We cannot be engaged in any speculation, but let it also be reassured that we are monitoring all forms of communication, whether that is Facebook or Twitter, for any information that might assist.
Police negotiators have contacted the gunman, and police believe no one has been hurt so far. Maybe this will be the big news story of the day later in the day. Want to make sure you get your news on the go. Text 29,000. That way we can send you the top news story of the day to your smartphone.
All right, now talk about your parents' worst nightmare. A Lake Worth family right now is in disbelief after their toddler slipped out of the house and was run over by his father's truck. The father of that 17-month-old boy not facing any charges. Authorities say Gilberto Sanchez Diaz hit the boy when backing out of the driveway. He told us through a translator that the toddler was inside when instead he was near the end of the driveway and hit by the back tire of his truck. He wants other parents to learn from his loss.
He says that he wants the other parents to know that he wants other parents to be careful with their kids in the street. Something that terrible happened to him.
Well, right now the boy's body is being sent to Guatemala.
You know, it's a good idea to get your gifts in the mail by today. Pardon me. You are running out of time, and to make sure it's going to get to its destination by Christmas could be the busiest holiday shipping day ever. Fox 29's Chris Stewart live in Royal Palm Beach with some ways that you can skip the lines. Chris?
Yeah, Mike, that's right. I mean, it may be tough to ditch those lines today. I mean, we've been talking all morning about how busy it is going to be. We're here at the post office on Southern Boulevard, and I want you to take a look inside. This post office opening just a couple minutes ago, in a line already forming. Now, when we say it's the busiest shipping day of the year, that's really because today's the last day the U.S. Postal Service says they can send their mail without having to use priority mail or first class mail, so it can get to its destination. Look to the left there, you see that self-service.
To Chris Stewart momentarily, but again, could be FedEx's busiest shipping day ever, and today, your busiest shipping day of the year for sure for the USPS. Make sure you get to the post office today if you want to get to the destination on time.
And if you live in Delray Beach, today is the day for you to tell commissioners what you think about plans to build a downtown movie theater. Now, not everyone is crazy about the idea of having an iPic theater complex. It would be right off Atlantic Avenue between 4th and 5th Avenues. Customers would use, pretty cool actually, iPads to order drinks and food while you sit in the movie. The public hearing is tonight at 6 o'clock. Anyone is welcome to attend. And if you're used to doing your grocery shopping at the Publix in Village Commons, a heads up for you here. That store is set to be closed for 9 months starting on December 27th. This is so that the current store can undergo a major remodel.
All right, a man starting a new business that will give you a unique view of weddings, sporting events, real estate, pretty much anything you can think of. Robert Hutchinson retired from the video business. Now he's starting over with what you see here, drones. A drone Video Solutions LLC should be up and running soon. Prices start at $50 for 30 minutes of unedited video.
And Palm Beach County commissioners will meet tomorrow to discuss raising the hotel bed tax to 6% from 5%. Now, commissioners, hotel owners, and the Tourist Development Council all appear to be on board of this. But according to the Palm Beach Post, commissioners will hear very different pitches about how the $7 million expected to be raised should be spent. For instance, will any of it be spent on a baseball spring training facility? We've been hearing a lot about that. Hoteliers are asking that at least half the money be spent on tourism. And Palm Tram bus drivers, right now, they're locked in pay scale negotiations with the bus service. But commissioners, they are going to have the final say. Right now, they have the potential to earn more than many of their counterparts in cities like Dallas, Louisville, even Atlanta, but not South Florida. Drivers in Miami-Dade can make 34 cents more per hour, adding up to about $700 a year. Top pay for Palm Tram drivers is estimated at about $48 a year.
A big vote on a medical building is expected today in Green Acres. The 17,000 square foot building would be on South Jog Road near Chickasaw Road. Council members there have some stipulations, including limiting hours it can be open. When finished, the $2.5 million project could have 12 offices and plenty of parking there and pedestrian access as well from Jog Road. Moving now to Indian River Shores and the city of Vero Beach. Both expected to have a mediation session this week over the city's electric rates. The mediation Wednesday at Vero Beach's Community Center at 9:30 in the morning, open to the public, considered the final step in the conflict resolution process set by the state when one municipality threatens legal action against another. The lawsuit was filed by Indian River Shores back in July. Remember, it claimed the city's electric rates are too high and city residents have no say as to how much money is collected.
And out with the old, in with the new. Developing now, the FBI headquarters is set to move into a new building located in Miramar. Now, the new headquarters costs $156 million. Take a look at it here. I mean, talk about an upgrade. This is what the new facility will look like. More than 1,000 employees are expected to work in the 330,000 square feet building. Officials say FBI employees from 12 locations, they've already moved in.
Indian reservations could start cashing in on marijuana in our state, all based on a new announcement from the Justice Department. Now tribes like the Seminole are reviewing the policy. It could allow tribes to grow and sell marijuana on these reservations. Advocates say there could be big business for the tribes, but State Attorney General Pam Bondi also reviewing this announcement this morning. A reminder for everyone not to use your outdoor gas drill indoors. 6 people, including 2 kids, taken to the hospital yesterday in Broward County for carbon monoxide poisoning. Relatives say some are still in serious condition. The sheriff's office says the victims were at a little girl's 4th birthday party at a home near Fort Lauderdale. That's when they were overcome by the fumes. They say someone brought a propane stove inside after the wind kept blowing out the flame. Carbon monoxide, potentially deadly, odorless, colorless, and even tasteless. Warning signs include confusion, lethargy, and even passing out. So, a big time reminder, especially a lot of grilling here in South Florida.
Yep. All right, it's 8:08 right now. The most fascinating person of 2014. Who is it? Well, surprisingly, still ahead, Barbara Walters. She was at the top of the annual list. And the even more interesting reason why.
I guarantee people looking at her don't know who she is yet, but we'll tell you after the break. And coat dangers, they may keep us warm, but they could lead to serious injuries in an accident. The type of jacket experts say just avoid putting on your kids.
Never take the insurance company's first offer.
Call Steiger, Isco & Green.
We've gotten our clients 10, 20,
even 30 times more money than the insurance company's original offer. How much can Steiger, Isco & Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
Matthew.
That's right, Santa.
Let me guess. You want a new racing game?
No, I'm looking for a little more this year.
You want 2 video games?
Come on, Santa. I want a new Ford Focus. Super fun to drive and amazing handling.
And it has great gas mileage. I've driven one. They're a blast.
See, he gets it.
Now, when did you learn to drive?
Now, during the Ford Dream Big Sales event, lease Focus for $149 a month for 36 months, plus $21.59 cash due at signing. Only at your local South Florida Ford store.
You're driving along and then it happens. You get hurt in a car accident. After your accident, we work fast. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Is the legal system fast? No. But is taking your case today right over the phone fast? Yes. The day we take your case, we start getting witness statements and finding all the insurance. We promise to fight the insurance company for all the money you deserve.
Rubenstein Law starts working on your accident case the minute you call. Now that's fast.
I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein. Call me. I want to be your attorney.
1-800-FL-LEGAL.
This Christmas, let's give the unexpected gift. The right gift. The tastiest, biggest, loudest, most coveted, most thoughtful gift they never saw coming. The right gifts at the right prices. They're out there. You just have to know where to go. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
Hey, I'm Stretch Armstrong. Remember how pumped you were when you got me for the holidays? Well, feel that excited again with the new Honda Accord during Happy Honda Days. It comes with a rear-view camera and Pandora compatibility. Nice. And just look at all this space. Yeah, I still got it. Get something you'll love at the Happy Honda Days sales event, where all 2015 models come standard with a rear-view camera.
After Michael's crash, he called Steiger, Isco, and Green.
We got him $400,000.
Money in his pocket.
How much can Steiger, Isco, and Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
Traffic on the go. Text traffic to 29,000. Sponsored by your South Florida Honda dealers.
11 minutes after 8 on your Monday morning, a developing story now. Police looking for the person who injured 5 people in a drive-by shooting in Miami. Police say a crowd was gathered outside an apartment complex. That's when a black Chevy SUV pulled up and started firing before driving away. Those injured were from ages 17 to 50. 2 people still in the hospital in serious condition this morning.
And the Florida Highway Patrol is investigating an accident that left a 1-year-old boy injured in Sarasota. Now, according to FHP, the boy was found in the road. Troopers still don't know how he got hurt. They have gotten conflicting reports from children and adults. Right now, they're asking anyone with information to contact FHP. That number right there is on the bottom of your screen. And an Arkansas girl, this is pretty interesting, hailed a taxi to Florida, and she's back at home this morning. Police say 11-year-old Alexis Waller grabbed $10,000 in cash from her grandma's sock drawer. Earlier this month, she snuck out of her home, hailed a cab to Jacksonville. Well, she got about 500 miles before she was located. Waller apparently was trying to meet up with a boy she met on vacation 2 years ago. The taxi driver isn't facing any charges. And covering America now, President Obama gets back on the road today to thank U.S. troops and their families. Obama is scheduled to travel to Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst in New Jersey. The base is home to 38,000 active duty, reserve, and Guard service members, civilian workers, and all of their families as well. He canceled a trip to New Jersey in October for a fundraiser in Union County because of meetings with his advisors about the Ebola outbreak.
A 15-year-old boy's been shot and killed in Chicago because he's just simply refused to give up his coat. Demario Bailey shot right in front of his twin brother when 4 men approached them and tried to rob them. Now, police say at some point one of the men pulled out a gun and shot Bailey in the chest. Family members in the community just kind of at a loss of words over this death.
That coat, if you was trying to steal that coat, was it worth it? Was it worth you stealing this man's coat? Was it worth you stealing his money? Was it worth you taking his life because you just gave up your life?
Police have 2 people in custody right now, still searching for at least 2 others. Seattle has passed a new firearm legislation, a controversial law that has gun owners in Washington demonstrating in large numbers. Just look at this video. About 1,000 people outside the state capitol Saturday protesting the state's new law known as Initiative 594. That requires background checks on all gun sales and transfers, has many people split on the decision, and the fight from organizers far from over.
And leaders at many African-American churches encouraged worshipers over the weekend to wear black to Sunday services. It's a stand in solidarity with the families of unarmed black men who have been killed by police. The movement comes a day after tens of thousands of people rallied across the country calling for justice and equality. And it took only seconds, take a look at this video, for this 17-story vacant building to come down yesterday. Wow. But it's a legacy that will live on at Oakland Community College. The school owned it for 42 years, and it was time to tear it down. The college posted an auction on eBay for the right to push the button and ignite the explosion. Very cool. The winning bid, $8,000, and other donations brought in about $12 grand altogether for a student scholarship program.
Well, a lot of people would like to do that to their old alma mater. Right. All right, a consumer alert for you right now. If you celebrate Christmas, and you probably know the perfect tree can make all the difference. But some Californians say that means making sure your tree is organic. Take a look at this. Our tree farm owners took 3 years of proven pesticide-free soil just to start the process. Once Christmas is over, the organic trees are reused as fertilizer for the farm instead of thrown in the trash. Well, parents, you may want to be concerned about your child's heavy coat. That's because, you know, it's essential to staying warm, maybe for that 2 or 3 weeks in Florida, but could be a hazard in your car during a crash. The warning is written in most manuals for car seats, but we parents were just not aware of it. Experts say in a crash, your child's puffy coat will compress. That makes the car seat straps far too loose, which could lead to serious injuries. Instead, have your child wear a warm, thin fleece, hat, and gloves if need be.
Well, take a listen to this. According to a new study, most Americans are clueless, not for the reason you may think. They're talking about the new CLUE, or better yet, Comprehension Loss Underwriting Exchange Report. This means findings from InsuranceQuotes.com show that most policyholders aren't aware that insurance companies can penalize homeowners for prior owners' claims.
So when a consumer makes a claim on their auto policy or their home insurance, that information is recorded in a history. So there's a database that tracks all of the claims that you've made. It typically goes back about 5 or even 7 years. Having claims on your history can cause your rates to rise, either for auto or home insurance.
Well, if you want to get a handle on this, you can view the full results on the survey at InsuranceQuotes.com.
Right now, Amal Clooney, the wife of George Clooney, is being held as the most fascinating person of 2014. Mrs. Clooney tied the knot with George back in September in Venice, Italy. Other people who made the list of the top 10 most fascinating people include Taylor Swift, Michael Strahan, and Oprah Winfrey.
And the inaugural American Country Countdown Awards is tonight at 8 right here on WFLX. The 2-hour program will feature some of country's biggest stars. You've probably heard these names before: Luke Bryan, Kenny Chesney, and Miranda Lambert. And fresh off his Entertainer of the Year win at the Country Music Association Awards, Luke Bryan leads with finalists with a total of 7 nominations, followed by country duo Florida Georgia Line, I like them, who are also hosting the award show. The big show is being held in Nashville, Tennessee.
All right, happening now, the world's wealthy have a new collectible beyond expensive art and cars: passports. Investors are increasingly shelling out top dollar for VIP visas as a way to protect themselves from volatile governments and economies. Many countries setting up premium passport programs with high fees as a way to attract wealthy applicants and their money. An example, for $800,000, that's all, you can become a citizen of Malta, which includes access to the entire European Union. Back here at home in South Florida, though.
Yeah, gorgeous outside. I mean, it's cold, though, right now.
I was out for most of the morning outside, and it feels a lot colder than it has been for the past few days.
Yeah, it is cold. We're in the 40s, some 50s out there, but this afternoon is going to be gorgeous and warm.
A lot of sun as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, plenty of sunshine. And right now, it's just gorgeous outside. So temperatures are in the 40s, 41 in Okeechobee. I tried to move a little too early there. 51, though, in Belle Glade. So we are starting to warm up in a few places. Okeechobee, you were in the 30s, so we're improving a little bit. 56 in West Palm Beach, 45 in Vero Beach this morning. So mainly 40s and 50s, so grab a jacket this morning. You will not need it this afternoon. So right now across South Florida, nothing is going on. There is a cold front moving through the middle part of the country, but for us, that is not going to impact us. We're just going to have nice high pressure to keep things pretty quiet over the next few days. So today, very sunny, highs mid to upper 70s, just gorgeous. Same thing goes for Tuesday. Not a whole lot of variation. This very weak cold front moves through Wednesday morning, and I say weak because it's really not going to do a whole lot for us except maybe drop our high temperatures to the mid 70s instead of the upper 70s, but it's still going to be fabulously sunny on Wednesday. So here's our high temperatures today: 77 in Boca, 73 in Okeechobee, 73 in Vero, and 75 in Jupiter. Overnight tonight will be similar to last night, so you're going to wake up tomorrow morning pretty cold once again, especially out towards Okeechobee. 39 for Okeechobee, low 40s for the Treasure Coast, low to mid 50s for Palm Beach County, and 42 degrees in Belle Glade overnight. So you are going to love this 7-day forecast. Today and tomorrow, highs mid to upper 70s, low temperatures in the 50s the next few days. We are starting to warm up, though. Our average high this time of the year is about 76 to 77 degrees, so that's where we're going to be for the next few days. Minus Wednesday when that weak cold front comes through, 75 for Wednesday.
All right, let's take a look at your roads outside in your Monday morning commute. Woolbright and I-95, usually a busy area, especially on a Monday morning. Everything moving through smoothly. Seeing some heavy traffic there on the right, but no major traffic tie-ups to tell you about from Florida Highway Patrol. And that, Christina Noche, is good news on your Monday morning.
All right, it's 8:20, an adorable reunion. Your heart might not even be able to take this.
Watch.
3 panda triplets are home with mom tonight after not seeing her since July. Still ahead, the video that will make you go, aww.
Look at that. Plus the magic of Mother Nature. Ever wonder what it looks like when a snowflake forms? The microscopic look when we come back. But first, here's last night's winning lottery numbers. Good luck. Share the wealth on a Monday if you won.
Most medical malpractice victims suffer severe injuries. Don't be a victim of medical malpractice. Call Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivey, and Fronrath at 1-800-4-RIGHTS to discuss your case. We fight for your rights.
This time of year, everyone is hoping for that one perfect gift. Right now, almost everything is an extra 25% off at the Lord & Taylor Friends and Family Sale. The perfect gifts in the perfect box. Even cosmetics and fragrances are 10% off. This holiday, you'll find all the perfect gifts for your friends and family. And almost everything is an extra 25% off at the Lord & Taylor Friends and Family Sale.
We're Children's Services Council of Palm Beach County. For almost 30 years, we've worked hard to make sure our children in Palm Beach County grow up healthy, safe, and strong. Today, we provide funding for more than 50 programs that help families every day raise our next generation. Our mission is to invest early in our children when it matters most, so our whole community thrives. Your Children's Services Council. Visit us online.
If you've been injured in an accident, the first call you should make is to Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivey, and Fronrath. Get an experienced law team on your side to take on the insurance companies. Call 1-800-4-RIGHTS. We fight for your rights.
The Fox 29 10 o'clock news. The news you need 1 hour earlier. It's breaking news in local communities 1 hour earlier. An accurate weather forecast where you live so you can prepare 1 hour earlier. The Fox 29 10 o'clock news with Jay Cashmere and Ashley Hinson. The right team at the right time. From Boca Raton to the Treasure Coast. Watch the Fox 29 10 o'clock news. The news you need 1 hour earlier.
Welcome back, everybody. 8:23. It's time for You've Got to See This.
You just got to see it.
You got to see this. First up, dogs' natural enemies are cats, right? Maybe not. Yeah, it could be pineapples if you watch this video of this woman, Jolene Creighton, I think her name is Creighton. She uploaded this video of her pit bull Stella barking at a pineapple that was sitting on the counter. But later, she puts the pineapple on the ground, the pit bull has a chance to make friends, and then eventually they just, kiss.
I don't mean to call dogs dumb at all. I love them. But, my dog, little Lucy, we had this turkey for Thanksgiving. It was like a turkey hat, and we put it on top, and she just barked at that thing for 3 days in a row, thinking it was real. So when dogs see things they don't think, they're just like, they don't know.
Yeah, it's like out of the ordinary.
Orange.
We have one of those reindeer that lights up.
Yeah.
You put it on and its head moves back
Doesn't
and forth.
like it.
Oh,
Not
no.
one bit.
Haven't done really. like that. You know. All right, let's talk about the definition of a bear hug.
Yeah, come here.
Mwah.
My baby.
Yeah, that's a mama panda, excuse me.
Okay.
Hugging her triplets. She just reunited with her triplets. The roly-poly cubs are the first surviving triplets. They were born in July, nursed back to good health. And needless to say, Mommy was thrilled
Come give your mama
to see
a
this.
hug.
There, you know what? The more panda video we watch,
I know.
just the cuter they get.
I'm still
Look
not
at
aware,
those.
though, if, like, you know, they're still a wild animal. Could they kind of flip on you, so to speak?
yeah,
or
I
are they as
think-
cuddly and adorable as they seem?
That's just a grab and a hug right there.
Come on.
They
Come on,
do
Mom.
look-
You're embarrassing me.
They do look really cuddly, though.
They really do.
Panda watch.
Oh, panda watch.
Last but not least, many of us know how to craft a snowflake out of papers and scissors, but have you ever seen a snowflake actually forming? The way it works is that usually a dust particle, a pollen particle, and then water freezes to that, and then as it falls down through the atmosphere, it collects more water particles more water that freezes to it, and then eventually it becomes a snowflake. Snowflakes are hexagons; they're six-sided.
Was that the short explanation?
That's
of
a
it?
short explanation. Sorry.
No, it's
And I was going to get into the whole thing
didn't
of
know,
why
though.
some snowflakes are bigger and some are smaller, but that would take up, well, a lot of time, and the producer would start screaming at me. And since we only have 15 seconds left, that's
Yeah.
that.
Not one is the same. They're all different, right?
I know, Lisa. I ran out of time.
Lisa says it's going to be nice out today.
Yes, she did.
Grab a windbreaker right now, though. A little chilly. We'll see ya.
The perfect car calls for the perfect holiday price, and Lexus of Palm Beach has it. During the Lexus December to Remember sales event, decorate your driveway with a new 2015 Lexus IS250 or new 2015 Lexus ES350. Your choice, only $199 a month. Hurry to Lexus of Palm Beach. Price perfection. LexusofPalmBeach.com.
Why don't you find a spot on the tree? Hey, here you go. So you know who's coming tonight?
Yeah.
You super excited?
Yeah. Can we make them cookies?
What kind?
Sugar frosting.
So, do you think he's gonna bring you something?
I don't know. This one's for Daddy.
Are we gonna leave these by the tree?
No,
Well, how's he supposed to get them?
I'm gonna give them to him.
You are.
He's here! I made these for you.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
I love you, Grandpa.
Merry Christmas from Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
In this
Hello.
I think you have the wrong day.
Well, I heard you had Dunkin' K-Cup packs.
Pick up Dunkin' K-Cup packs for anyone who might drop by. Get 2 boxes for $15.99. America runs on Dunkin'.
There is no time to waste. Get Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. This is the best internet offer of the year. So get started for $19.99 a month. Or ask about other packages and get the fastest internet experience. AT&T Uverse can't give you the speed Xfinity does. Call 1-800-XFINITY to get a great offer on Xfinity Internet. Or ask how to get started for as low as $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Gifts out there for some Christmas children, but out because hang in my stocking, I can hear you knocking. Is it you, Santa Claus? Sure is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out, just my lacking jaws. Who's
Visit your South Florida BMW centers today for exceptional offers.
Rubenstein Law recently got a client $475,000 for injuries from a fall.
If I were you, I'd call Rubenstein Law.
I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein. Call me. I want to be your attorney.
Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Hey, time now for the Fox 29 Pulse. It's your Monday morning edition. We're getting up and going. We're glad you're joining us. Christina Noche's in the fold.
Whoa, who's that?
She's in the fold.
I'm in the middle of the table this time.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. You always can join us, hashtag Fox29Pulse. We love to include your conversation, so get going while we get going with this story. The internet and media abuzz all weekend about Pope Francis and his declaration that animals go to heaven.
Woo.
Turns out he actually didn't say that, though. The initial report said the Pope was comforting a small boy over the death of his dog when he said to that boy and all of us that we would see the animals again with the eternity of Christ. But the thing is, that quote actually comes from a previous Pope, Paul VI. So at this time, unclear what Pope Francis actually believes. Now, even the New York Times ran this story on their front page. Brings a new meaning. Don't believe what you read on the internet.
What? What? You can't put something on the internet that's not true. I thought it was all true.
Well,
I'd like to think that my dog is going to go someplace nice, other than a farm somewhere. You know, I mean,
it's always a farm. Why is it always a farm?
I don't.
Because you mean taking them out to pasture?
Yeah, it's always a farm.
Go on there, boy.
I'd like to think.
Of course they go to heaven.
See him again.
What I'll say, and I'm not taking a stance one way or the other, this definitely depends on your religious belief, if you have one, and what viewpoints you have, because there are some that believe that, animals don't have souls. There are some people that believe that, shoot, you're reincarnated into an animal. Not to make light of that, but I mean, there's like a wide range of opinions on that. So when a Pope came out and said that, it did make a lot of headlines. Turns out Pope Francis didn't say it after all.
Yeah. Well, I want to come back as a cat.
You
So I can
do?
sleep all day. Yeah, a complete change you want. Yeah, I just want to come back and sleep all day on clean clothes.
Yeah, like a little cat.
Yeah, because to come back as a dog, you have to do too much work. You have to really go greet your owners. Like you gotta you gotta play a lot. But cats,
what's your job as a cat?
They've got it made.
70 naps
So you want to come back as like a lazy, stuck-up cat? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to say hi to anybody. You're gonna sleep all day.
I'll eat when I want to.
Pet me.
Let's sleep on your clothes. You just washed them. Now there's hair all over them. Thanks a lot.
That is the worst.
All right, he's only 17 years old, but he's already worth millions of dollars.
Why?
According to, here, listen.
All right, I'm sorry.
According to the New York Post, Muhammad Islam has reportedly made around $72 million by trading stocks on his lunch breaks at his Queens High School. Yes. Right now, he has a BMW, though no license plate because he can't drive, and an apartment in Manhattan that his parents won't let him move into just yet. He also has a pair of other young Wall Street buddies hoping to start a hedge fund in June when Islam turns 18. And would you guys know what to do with all that money? I can think of something. What would you do with it?
Obviously, if he has the wherewithal at 17 to make that amount of money, he's likely going to do something smart with it. And you think he would have good parents that maybe provided that money to invest in the stocks to begin with.
Yeah.
But that being said, man, the world is yours at 17. There's a lot of things. I want to do this, so you wouldn't even think about it.
Probably easier with the ladies.
Yeah. I would think.
And if he's so successful now, only imagine what he can do later. I mean,
I wonder how much he started with.
doesn't matter now. He's got 17 million.
No.
17 million.
But I mean, if he started with 71,900,000,
No.
Now he's down, right?
Yeah. He's up a little bit.
Imagine being the kid that you were sitting next to him during the lunch break and didn't know this was going on.
Yeah,
he may have started off next to that kid. Yeah, he may have started off maybe more privileged than others, but nonetheless, he still did a lot of the work himself. So.
If you're smart enough to do that at 17, there are grown.
I might use my lunch break to clean out my work bag.
Okay.
It's full of all kinds of papers and
Try to find
stuff.
some money though, some loose change.
Maybe I should trade some
72 cents maybe.
Yeah.
All right, well check out this picture. This is the aftermath of a proposal. Gone wrong obviously. A Dutch man decided to ask his girlfriend to marry him this weekend by renting a crane and appearing at her windowsill, that's not creepy, playing his guitar as she slept. Except that's not what happened. Instead, the crane toppled over, smashing a large hole in the neighbor's roof. The building was declared unsafe and 6 apartments were evacuated. I mean, seriously? But the good news is, yes, she did say yes. Kind of had to then. What do you guys think? Are these proposals getting too extravagant? Yes. That's how I answer that for you.
A wise man once told me, and wise man was my neighbor when I first moved down here, but he's like, women, remember 2 things. Will you marry me and the wedding? So this guy was just trying to make it memorable. How did he know a crane was going to topple over? I don't know, but that's
all they remember?
I'm
but
just
even
saying,
before it
they
went
remember
bad,
two
it was
things.
creepy because even before it was bad, like smashing into the house,
Right.
it
Yeah,
was
you're
weird
supposed to be
because he
outside.
was
You're a
like
guy.
in her window.
No, I'm just saying,
and she was sleeping. Like he was guitaring in her window while she's sleeping. I mean, that is weird.
creepy.
And
I
then
think
he
it's
crashed.
supposed to be memorable,
So-
though. I mean, if someone did it to me, you know, asked me to marry them, and I'm in my pajamas in bed on a Sunday morning, that would just
Good point. I'd be like,
I had no
no.
makeup
And
on.
you would remember that. And
Yeah,
you would
because I would
that he
remember
didn't
how
step up to
angry
the
I was
plate.
that I waited my whole life, and this is the way it was.
yeah.
No
because-
makeup on, no
makeup.
You know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you wait for that moment your whole life. Oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like this. I think guys just kind of like, all right, the week before we're like, I'm going to do it like this. And this guy was like, guitar crane sounds good, crash now. I can't afford a ring because I'm paying for this roof.
Well,
Yeah, mine
mine
didn't go as I had planned it. I mean, it worked out in the end, but you know.
What happened?
Well,
do dish.
We were away, and when we got back to the room, I was going to do it right when we got to the room, but our bags weren't in the room, and the ring was in the bags, and I had to like call the front desk and be like, we get our luggage up here, and she's like, what are we waiting up here for? And I was like, nothing.
I can't believe you let that ring out of your sight. You're supposed to keep it.
We couldn't. We'll talk after that. I couldn't carry it around. I couldn't carry it around with me all day. Yeah.
We continue.
Well, all right.
At any rate.
So we all know that eventually we're going to spend a ton of money on more Apple products because they're coming out with their smartwatch soon. But now fierce competition is getting people hooked on wearable devices. A new bracelet coming out called Secret will turn your forearm into a touchscreen using a tiny built-in projector. The bracelet will also contain a USB port, an accelerometer, supporting Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Okay, I don't know what that is.
I think that's one of those pedometer things, like counts your steps.
All right. And while it will be made so it can sync with an iPhone, it's designed to be a standalone device.
It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Wonder what the
It looks like an
resolution
up
is, like, can you
bracelet.
You just, I mean, looking at it from a comedy perspective, you just gotta hope you're not on some website. Maybe it should be like an inside at home website. And then you go to that big, presentation. You're
There's
like,
really no
let
more
me
privacy.
show you the job growth the last few years, and then
It's an inside at home website.
Now, here's my question. You know, now if you get a text message and it pops up on the phone, you hope no one sees it. Does the text message just pop up on your wrist and everyone can see what it says?
Like, like in your text, like you're shaking your boss, saying, "Hey, good to see you this morning." Boop, are you with your dumb boss right now?
Yeah.
Can you call?
Your boss
I don't know where he got that from. But I don't know, man. This is just that's cool. I actually like that better than the smart watch.
You do?
Really? Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's cooler. The watch is a watch, man.
All right, it's that time of the year. They do this every year.
Just simple. Watch
You're
the
right.
watch, man.
Watch the watch, man.
Watch the watch, man. Move on, man.
All right, so let's look back at some highlights from the year.
No.
We only have a few more weeks to go.
right.
And basically, they're going to look at what is the cutest things on the internet. One was they picked about 18 adorable videos. They include the little girl yelling at Gaston, if you remember that. He's from Beauty and the Beast. And the one who let the cow into her closet. The other ones like tiny hamsters who chewed on tiny burritos. Any of these other, I don't remember the burrito hamster.
Do we have the burrito one?
Do we have the burrito?
They were tiny
I remember
little.
Gaston one.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the top YouTube videos?
Chowing on tiny
They
burritos.
adorable
we
videos.
showed it here on the Pulse. I think they were like tiny little burritos, tiny little hamster. I don't know why people think it's cute, but it is.
I'm a big fan of the panda videos.
Oh,
yeah.
Panda's
Very,
videos are always
very
cute. Remember the sneezing
enamored.
one that was big? Like
I don't remember
years ago
Okay.
that the mom sneezed and woke the baby up or something.
the
It was
panda.
really
Yeah,
cute.
the panda.
How about the one that was just released last? You remember the most recent ones when the baby's sitting in between his twin sisters and he's really confused. And
No, not the panda baby, but the real baby.
The real baby.
baby.
Not the panda
They
baby.
had twins. He had brand new little twin sisters, and they were dressed the same. And there was another little baby in the middle. He kept going,
Oh, that's really
looking back and
I
forth.
saw
like,
one
You look like
the other day. It was like a boy trying to make his putt, and he missed it, and then he just threw like the biggest spin. He is on his back, and he's banging his head.
He saw that from somebody.
That is
I've
really
played
good.
with adults who do that. Yeah, I mean, I played with a dude who like took out 3 of his golf clubs and broke them across a tree because he missed a thing. That was the last time I played with that dude.
Yeah, all right, speaking of YouTube videos, how about this YouTube user? This is Blake Grigsby. Really made himself, wow, a portable hanging mistletoe to get kisses from strangers. This is, I mean, for single guys, pretty good idea. We went to a public shopping center in Chicago. Women of all ages, a couple of men even tried to jump in, and even a baby were happy to give Grigsby a little nice peck or even a quick hug. Look at that, isn't that nice? Grigsby was turned down once. No 100% success.
But like 99%.
Like, no way.
Oh my God.
Look at that, that's funny. Good for him.
I would say like 30% of the dudes walking around are like, that's silly, and then 70% are like, why didn't I think of that?
That's more like 90% are going, why didn't I think of that?
Come on over. I mean, everybody's happy they're shopping. You're kind of in a different mode when you're shopping anyway, right? So,
yeah.
They mode to kiss a stranger, I guess.
Some dudes there are like, man, did you see this dude with the mistletoe?
Still talking to your boss.
Cool, watch. Still talking to your dumb boss.
All right,
see mistletoe guy?
A little chilly this morning, right?
Yeah, cold out there this morning, but warm this afternoon. But yeah, right now we're still in the 40s for most of us. 43 in Okeechobee, and as I get a little closer, I can read the other temperatures. Okay. Here we go. 46 in Sebastian, 58 in West Palm Beach right now. So we are starting to warm up, and we'll make it into the mid to upper 70s today. 76 degrees in Wellington, 78 in Belle Glade this afternoon, 77 in Boca. How long will this gorgeous weather continue? I'll let you know coming up, but first we gotta go to the break.
It's a great time to drop into Nissan for the 38 MPG Highway Altima, Pathfinder with Tri-Zone Entertainment, Sentra with 40 MPG Highway, and the all-wheel drive Rogue. The most exciting event of the season is going on now at Nissan.
Choose the 38 MPG Altima, just $189 per month, or lease the 40 MPG Sentra, just $149.
Get to Nissan's holiday event.
Or shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Mario Lopez has joined Cool 105.5 at night, and to celebrate, we want to send you with a personal shopper to downtown at the Garden.
Win a $5,000 downtown at the Garden shopping spree. To qualify, listen every workday morning starting at 7:20 for our cue to call. You'll have a shot at winning a Home Depot Christmas tree and lots of great gifts under the tree.
Like theme park tickets, concert tickets, whatever's hot right now.
A $5,000 shopping spree, Mario Lopez, and the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and 2000s while you work.
That's today's Cool 105.5.
How much can Steiger Isco and Green get you? This accident turned Richard's life upside down.
So he called Steiger Isco and Green. They got Richard $160,000.
Steiger Isco and Green got $69,000 for this crash.
$235,000 for this accident. That's real money for real people.
Steiger turned this crash into $1.3 million.
Wow, that's serious money.
If you've been injured in a car accident,
call Steiger Isco and Green.
How much can Steiger Isco and Green get you?
1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
Finding that perfect tree. Going for a sleigh ride. Touring the lights. There's nothing like the holidays in a new Lincoln. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. The Lincoln MKZ, the first ever MKC, the new Navigator.
Get our best offers of the year on the 2015 Lincoln MKC. Lease it now for $349 a month.
We're kicking off a week-long holiday celebration. Steve and Martha Stewart reunite to spread some holiday cheer.
I'll make the dough, cookie dough.
You make plenty of the other dough, too.
A special delivery for you-know-who. Then, the first ever Harvey's Law face-off.
He owes me about $10,000.
This battle of the exes.
If it's gonna go this direction, okay, look. He on the edge right here.
Takes a shocking turn.
If we keep pressing him, this gonna turn into another show.
Monday at 4 on Fox 29. Weather on the go. Text weather to 29,000. Sponsored by your South Florida Honda dealers.
8:43 on your Monday morning, a health alert for you now about acid reflux. You know, after President Obama was recently diagnosed with this condition after complaining about a sore throat. Want to learn more about it, so joining us now to talk about this, Dr. Elliot Ellis from Good Samaritan Medical Center. First of all, I want to thank you for joining us on a Monday.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about this and how common acid reflux is. What can we say about that?
Extremely common.
Okay.
Millions of Americans suffer from gastroesophageal reflux disease, otherwise known as GERD.
About 40% of Americans have weekly symptoms of acid reflux.
Wow, okay, so let's talk about the common symptoms. One could think maybe heartburn, but from a doctor's perspective, what do you see?
Sure, we think of symptoms as typical symptoms, which are heartburn, a retrosternal burning, a regurgitation of food products into the chest. There's some atypical symptoms as well, such as asthma, chronic cough, a feeling that something is always stuck in the back of your throat. That can be acid reflux as well.
That frog in your throat, if you will.
That frog in your throat, the constant clearing.
And you know, that has to be painful as well. What are the complications associated with this?
Well, we worry about complications. Sometimes people develop a stricture, which is a narrowing of the bottom of the esophagus, the food pipe. We worry about esophagitis, which is an inflammation of the esophagus. And of course, the most worrisome thing is cancer. Acid reflux is a risk factor for esophageal cancer.
Okay, so, you know, treatment for this, or, you know, coming into a doctor, obviously someone who just has a little heartburn, we don't want them to jump to the conclusion, oh my gosh, I have cancer. What do you recommend for treatment? I mean, one might take some Tums or anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I tell people to start with the over-the-counter acid medications like Tums, but mostly, you know, diet and lifestyle changes are probably the first thing that I recommend. Weight loss, if you're a little bit overweight, stop smoking, stop eating the things that cause acid reflux.
Which would be
all
your typical heartburn. All the
good stuff. All the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
chocolate, you know. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there a time of day people normally experience acid reflux?
It's common to be affected at nighttime.
Okay.
Gravity works in our favor when we digest food. So when we eat, gravity helps pull food out of the stomach into the intestine. When you lay down flat at night, acid builds up in your stomach and you're laying flat at night and it's splashing around the stomach. Some of it pops up into your chest.
Okay, so don't lay down after that big meal then.
Exactly.
All right. That's Dr. Elliot Ellis from Good Samaritan Hospital joining us today about acid reflux. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, back to you, Christina.
All right, Mike, thank you. If you're looking to get some sand in your toes today, you should be able to go back to Bathtub Beach in Martin County today or tomorrow. Crews are wrapping up work to rebuild the eroded areas, and they just have to get the equipment out of there, and then it's all good to go. Most of the damage was on the southern end. We showed it to you last week when those huge waves came crashing in. Crews worked mostly to repave the dune, rebuild the beach access, and regrade the entire parking lot.
All right, if you're not spending more this holiday season, you are not alone, folks. A new survey from Bankrate.com says more than 80% of Americans are spending the same amount or less this year compared to last year. There is a group of people, though, who are shelling out more. Can you guess who it is? Millennials, twice as likely as their older counterparts to splurge.
And a warning this morning from the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. It's seeing a lot more scams this time of year. Just this past week, a woman was duped by a person trying to sell her a car on Craigslist. She paid nearly $3,000 for the used SUV she found on the site. The ad said the car was in Stewart, right near where she lives, but it looks like the person who posed the ad is in Europe.
All right, get ready to write down some numbers, especially if you play Fantasy 5 in the Florida Lotto. Lisa, Christina, you ready? There are 5 big winners in our state over the weekend, including one here locally. Winning tickets were sold in Port St. Lucie, West Palm Beach, and Boca Raton. Each winner takes home more than 50 grand. Winning numbers for Saturday night's drawing, as you can see here on your screen, 7, 21, 23, 27, 28. If you've won, share the wealth, and by share the wealth, I mean bring us coffee and donuts. That's all.
Coffee, donuts, yeah.
You got it.
All right, the Dolphins lost yesterday in New England, and now it looks like the Finns are most likely finished, done. The Dolphins needed to win yesterday's game for playoff hopes, and in halftime, Miami was only trailing by a point, but then the Pats posted 24 unanswered points. The Dolphins are back in Miami next weekend, playing the Vikings.
Really good old Finns.
Yep.
Some students in Palm Beach County have completed a big project they should be really proud of. And later this morning, Seminole Ridge High School students are going to start unloading a modular house they built, and then they're going to head to Jupiter, where it will be placed. By 5 o'clock tomorrow, the house will be assembled on the property on Limestone Creek Road. It is the 3rd home the Construction Academy students have built for Habitat for Humanity. How about this? If you missed Santa at the Palm Beach Zoo this weekend, don't worry. He's coming back next weekend, folks. Dozens of families made it out for the zoo's annual breakfast with Santa yesterday. Kids able to hang out with Santa and Mrs. Claus and get their favorite animals, get right up close to them. You need to register if you want to go next weekend, so fair warning, we let you know, folks, okay? Up close and personal with Santa and the zoo, that's a good combination.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. All right, it's 8:48. We want another check of our weather. Lisa Vaughn here. I know I'm a little spoiled with Florida, but it feels cold.
It is cold out there.
It's going to get a little warmer.
Yeah, a little fact this morning, it was colder in Vero Beach than it was in Minneapolis. So, I mean, yeah, seriously. So, it's gorgeous, though. Look at our live Fox camera. We've got, so much sun out there. Blue sky, brilliant blue sky. But yeah, we're still cold. It's 46 in Okeechobee, where it was 39 earlier this morning, so that's a little bit warmer. 46 in Sebastian, 45 in Vero, and right now it's about 48 degrees in Minneapolis. So yeah, we've got some cold temperatures for us. 59 in West Palm Beach and 50 in Boca. So temperatures will rebound this afternoon, though, so you'll need a jacket this morning, but you will not need it later on this afternoon. Winds will be light today. We'll be in the 60s in the next couple of hours, 69 degrees by 10 a.m., low 70s by 11, and then our high temperatures this afternoon will be in the mid to upper 70s, which is right about average for this time of the year. So a beautiful day. Go outside, maybe even get a car wash today, because we don't have any rain in the forecast for today or the next few days. Going out to the beach today, that water's cold, so I don't know how many people get in the water right now, but it will be a beautiful day to be on the sand, maybe going for a jog or a walk on the beach. It will be gorgeous. Highs today in the mid to upper 70s, so right around average, and lows tonight are going to be cold once again. So that means tomorrow morning it'll be similar to this morning. 39 in Okeechobee, low 40s for the Treasure Coast, low to mid 50s for Palm Beach County. So tomorrow morning, jackets again, but the afternoon will be pretty much a carbon copy of today, with highs in the mid to upper 70s. Just a gorgeous couple of days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are looking really, really great. Wednesday, a very weak cold front moves through, but it does not a whole lot to us. Temperatures drop just a couple degrees.
So nice. I think I'm going to finally hang my Christmas lights today.
Oh,
Little
that's
behind.
good. Finally get around to it.
About a week and a half left. We're all good. Okay, coming up, though, Bill Cosby speaking about his sex allegations. Sort of. We'll explain.
And we're taking a look at the weekend box office. Is Hunger Games still at #1?
Have you started shopping? Just waiting for inspiration to strike. And there it is. Done. Genius.
Give the gift of Dunkin' Coffee. Get 3 pounds for $19.99. Only at Dunkin' restaurants. America runs on Dunkin'.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list, with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. See your South Florida Chevy dealer.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
You deserve nothing less than the best. You deserve Mercedes-Benz of Delray, where you get the best for less than you'd expect. And during the Mercedes-Benz winter event, get the 2014 CLA 250 on your wish list, just $299 a month. Or the naughty C300 for a nice $379 a month. Only at Mercedes-Benz of Delray. Get the best for less than you'd expect. MercedesFLA.com.
This latte tastes like a fresh-baked holiday cookie. How do they do it?
Hey guys, 2 more sugar cookie lattes, please.
Try Dunkin's cookie-flavored holiday lattes today. Get a medium for $1.99 from 3 to 6 p.m. America runs on Dunkin'.
It's Halloween.
The flame!
Baby girl. Jay, have you seen my new tattoo?
Modern Family. Tonight at 7 and 7:30 on Fox 29.
Hi, I'm Mark Anajar from the Law Office of Anajar and Levine, wishing you a happy holiday and a healthy new year. Don't forget to catch the Legal Playbook on Fox 29 Morning News.
All right, taking a quick look at Hypoluxo Road and I-95, just because FHP was reporting on its website that there was a metal rod in one of the lanes. But hey, as you take a quick look at this, no problems there, but just keep that in mind if you head to this part of Palm Beach County this morning. All right, let's take a look at this next story with Christina.
Well, you may have left us to the last minute. Today is the last day for you to sign up for your health insurance through the healthcare marketplace. You might know it better as Obamacare. It's also your last chance to make any changes to your existing policy. If you do nothing at all, your plan choices will remain the same next year.
A man who police say was trying to blow up his Palm Springs home still in jail this morning. Tony Garcia charged with arson. He has cancer and his home's in foreclosure, but he was arrested Friday. Police say that attempted explosion happened over the summer. Firefighters were called to his home, which was already burning, and firefighters say they found a tank of propane in the living room and gas canisters throughout that home as well.
And covering Lake Worth this morning, we're working to get more information from police about a shooting yesterday afternoon. PBSO says a man was shot in his leg around 2 p.m. this morning. He's out of the hospital.
All right, let's get to the Fox Light this morning. Bill Cosby finally talking about his allegations, kind of. He briefly spoke with a reporter by phone. Cosby declined to specifically talk about the sex allegations against him, but offered his expectations for how the media should cover the story. Cosby said, "I only expect the black media to uphold the standards of excellence in journalism, and when you do that, you have to go in with a neutral mind." His words.
All right, it could get worse for Sony Pictures. The group behind the recent hacking is promising to release more sensitive data from last month's cyber break-in. In a message posted online, the group said, quote, "We are preparing for you a Christmas gift. The gift will be larger quantities of data, and it will be more interesting." And an ad Sony Pictures put into the worst state.
All right, how about this? A new king at the box office after Fox's Exodus, Gods and Kings topped this weekend. Want to see that one? $24.5 million in ticket sales. The biblical epic ended Mockingjay Part 1, 3 weeks long reign. Well, that raked in $13.2 million. Rounding out the top three, can you guess? Drum roll, please. Penguins of Madagascar, $7.3 million for all you kids out there. Maybe Exodus is a little too adult for you, so you can still take
Madagascar is pretty entertaining. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah, okay.
Kids and kids at heart.
I'm going to be honest about that. I'm a Madagascar fan.
It's all good. I was saying I'm going to finally hang my Christmas light because it's going to be sunny and 75.
Yeah, perfect day to do that. Winds will be light too, so you're going to be up on that ladder. Today would be a great day. So check this out. Hour by hour forecast, just gorgeous. Highs will be in the mid to upper 70s today, and then overnight tonight, lows will fall back into the 40s and 50s, so another cold night. But then look at the next few days, just gorgeous. Highs in the mid to upper 70s, almost 80 degrees by Friday. You can't find many places to get a forecast like that in December, right?
This is why people visit our area in South Florida over the holidays.
It's a little rough during the summer, storms every day, but
welcome if you're here though for that. Christina Noche, boy, she's been in all morning. Great job this morning.
Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow.
We decided to give Holly a little time off.
Yes.
Okay. I guess
so same time, same place tomorrow.
Yep, we'll do it again tomorrow. I want to thank you for joining us. I'll be on your noon show for our partner station, News Channel 5. Until then, we'll see you later.
See you later. Make it a great day.